In this video, we will learn how to integrate Autocoder with Elementor, the page builder for WordPress. Using Elementor, we can display lists of events on any other posts that we have created on any page, learn how to create a template for a single post page, and learn how to create archive pages templates for our posts. Last time, we decided to create post type events. Here, I've already added a few events so that we can work with them. Also, the last time in the events post type, we created an admin list and admin form, which displayed the fields of our post type. I will now further explain in more detail how the admin form works, particularly how the main form fields group works. When we create properties in our post type, we can choose arbitrary names for them, but there are names used in the admin form that allow you to use standard WordPress fields to manage posts of our post type. For example, in our case, using the names as post_title and post_content activate the standard WordPress fields for title and content in the WordPress post editor. We also have two more fields with the names post_excerpt and thumbnail. These names are also standard, but in the interface they're displayed in the custom fields group. This is because the other custom fields may not use the standard WordPress controls that are provided for these standard properties. We also have two fields that we added with custom names, event_date and is_archive. These are arbitrary names, and WordPress does not have special controls in the post editor to edit these fields. These custom fields are displayed in the custom fields group. Let's see how we can activate and deactivate the use of standard WordPress controls. To do this, move the fields with standard names to the main form fields group. Move the fields by clicking the up arrow. Now, two fields, post_excerpt and thumbnail, have moved to the main form fields group. We regenerate the plugin. Reinstall the plugin on the site. Let's move on to editing an event. We see that in our custom fields group, the two fields that we moved, post_excerpt and thumbnail, disappeared. But in the standard WordPress interface, the featured image field and the excerpt field appeared. These are standard WordPress controls that are used to edit the image associated with the post and a brief description of the post. In other words, the fields that we see in the main form fields group will be displayed in the standard WordPress interface if these fields have standard names. If you move any of these fields with arbitrary names to the main form fields group, then these fields will not be displayed on the admin form at all. That is, only those fields of the main form fields group that have standard names are displayed. Let's move on to displaying the events that we created on the site pages. In the top admin toolbar, select New and Page. A new page has been created. Enter the name Demo Event Page. Save the page and publish it immediately. Let's go to the page we created. Here is our page. There is no content on it yet. Let's fill it with content. Click Edit Page. Click Edit with Elementor. In the editing mode on the left-hand side, we can see the components of the Elementor page builder. The Pro group has the posts component we need. This is a component that displays on the page a list of posts of a given post type. Immediately after adding, the widget displays simple WordPress posts. To display our events, we can simply change the type of post. Now we can see that a list of events are displayed. Set the number of displayed events to 3. Now we can see that the events are displayed in one line. Set up the appearance of the display. For example, if you don't want to display comments, we can remove them. We can also remove the Read More button. So in this format, let's publish our page. Let's go to the page. Here we can see that we brought our events to an arbitrary page. A large number of WordPress themes during installation already contain typical templates for post lists and single post pages. We'll go to the single page of the events post type. If we look at the link, we will see in it the name of the type of post that we set earlier in the Autocoder service, as well as the slug of a specific event for which a single page is displayed. We see that there are things already displayed on the page. Title, display of a detailed description, and navigation is displayed, which allows it to navigate between event single pages. All that we can see is displayed by the standard template of the single post page, which is part of our theme. But firstly, not all themes have such standard templates. It so happens that there is no single page template for a custom post type in the theme. Secondly, you often want to display your custom fields and widgets on a single post page. In order to create themed templates, Elementor Pro provides theme builder functionality. To create a single page template for our post type, click the Add New button. Select Single to create a template for displaying a page with one post. We'll select the event's post type and enter some arbitrary name. We're in the template editing page and can now fill it with the necessary content. In the Elementor panel, we find the Event Portal group. As you remember, this is the name of our plugin, which we filled up when creating it. In this group, we can see the Elementor components created by our plugin. These components allow us to display the property values of our posts on the page. Let's start by breaking the block into two parts. Add a picture to the left. Associate it with the featured image property. In the section on the right, we add a brief description. Associate it with the short description property. Add the date as well. To display dates on the page, there is a special component called Date Time. Associate our date with the Event Date field. We don't like this date formatting and we want to change it. First, remove Time from the display template. Secondly, slightly increase the font that displays the date of the event. Add a field with a detailed description of the event. Associate it with the property Event Description. Save and publish. Now we can go to the list of events in the administrative console. From the list of events for any event, you can click on View and go to the Event Single page. On the single page, we can see that all the event data is displayed by the template that we just created. So we can easily change the templates for detailed post pages, add and remove fields, and change the styles and appearance of the fields. This template is now applied to all events that we have posted, and we can go to the single page of any event. Now, create a template of our events list. Going back to Theme Builder, click Add New. And in this drop-down list, we select Archive. In WordPress, page templates that display different lists of posts of various types are called Archive. Create a template. Elementor allows us to choose the appearance of the template from several pre-configured options for the appearance of the list template. Let's choose the list. Insert the list into our page. On the list template page, we can also delete some elements or add our own. For example, if we don't like this Archives label, we can remove it. And now we need to carry out one very important action. We need to bind the template that we created to our events post type. To do this, select Display Conditions. In the Include drop-down list, select the condition for using the template we created. Choose Events Archive. Click Add Condition. Now we can go to WordPress. We'll select some event and go to the single page. And now let's remove the last part of the URL that defines this event. The remaining link will lead to the event list page. And so we switch to it and can see our list of events in the layout option that we chose for it. Let's do a little more work. Click Customize in the upper toolbar and set up the display of our pages that we created in the WordPress menu. Go to the main menu and click Add Items. Click on Plus to add a link to the event list page in the main menu, and also add a few separate single pages of our events. In order for the menu to be embedded, move our individual events a little to the right. They are displayed as steps with a shift from the menu item into which they will be embedded. Click the Publish button. We now go back to our website. The Events item has appeared in the main menu, and if you hover over it, a sub-menu opens up with the events that we added. If we click directly on Events, we'll get to the page with the list of events that we did. Each of the events in the list is a link to a detailed page of the event. That is, all pages are correctly linked to each other. We have also placed several detailed event pages in the menu, and now we can go to these pages from the menu. Hence, by using Elementor and the Autocoder service, we can create all the entities that we want to see on our site. For example, we can create news, reviews, products, and also create the pages necessary to display them completely in visual mode.